Hi, I'm Alan. I used to have a license for life insurance and mutual fund investments. I don't have that license anymore, but I still get an awful lot of people that are asking me questions about it because a lot of the information is still the same. One thing that they're always asking me is, what's an RRSP? What's the benefits to it? Well, I'm going to give you a simple answer to start off with. An RRSP is a shelter. It lets your investments grow without being taxed by the government. Now, this is tax deferred. It's not tax exempt. So you're still going to pay taxes. It's just not going to be right now. So let's take a look at what this is going to do for you. So first of all, let's take a look at what RRSP stands for. RRSP stands for Registered Retirement Savings Plan. So you know that this is for retirement. You're planning on saving up for retirement. You're not saving up for a car. You're looking at what you're going to do when you retire and you might need some extra money. So what can you put into an RRSP? Well, that's the cool thing. You can put a lot of different things in there. You can put cash in there. You can put gold, silver. You can put bonds in there. Not James Bond. Bonds. Bank bonds, company bonds, different things like that. You can also put stocks, GICs, and mutual funds in there as well. Now, by putting all these different things in there, what you're doing is you're allowing your investment to grow inside your RRSP, your Registered Retirement Savings Plan. This is giving you an opportunity to let it grow without anyone trying to take anything from you. Now, what I mean by that is, let's take a look at your income. You go to work every day. You probably get paid every 2 weeks, every month, whatever it is. You take that money and you go to the bank with it. But before you can go to the bank, you've noticed that the government has already taken some money off of you. They want their money. They're going to get it. So fine, you take the rest, you put it into the bank, and you notice that every once in a while you see your statement says that you made a little bit of money in interest. Lo and behold, here comes the government. They want their money. So they're going to take some of that growth. Wasn't an awful lot of growth, but they're still going to take their money. So this is where the RRSP comes in. You can stop the government from doing that right now. Now, think about it this way. Your investment vehicle. When you take money and you put it into an investment, that's your vehicle to get you to where you want to go, whether it's retirement or buying a new car. In this case, we're talking about retirement. So you take your investment vehicle. You take your car. Park it on the street. That's your vehicle. When you park it on the street, what happens? It gets rained on, snow comes around, your vehicle gets rusty, it starts to erode, and you're left with nothing but a scrap pile. Well, that's your investment if you don't put it into a shelter, like, let's say, a garage. What if you were to put your car, your vehicle, your investment vehicle, into a garage, like an RRSP? That's sheltering it from the elements. That's a great way to stop the government from taking every dime that you get to make. Well, they're going to come along and they're going to try and take that money, but you've got to protect it for right now. Later on, they're going to come and get it, but it's going to be in smaller amounts, so they're going to take less. And when I talk about the government taking their share, let's take a look at what this RRSP is going to do for you. Let's say you make an income of $45,000 a year. That sounds fairly reasonable. I'm going to look at federal tax right now only. I'm not going to look at provincial tax because every province has a different tax rate. So federal taxes right now, it's 15% federal taxes. So your $45,000 is going to get taxed by $6,750. That's a lot of money. Let's say you were to put $500 a month in an RRSP for 12 months. That means that because it's in an RRSP, your taxable income is no longer $45,000. It's now $39,000. So that means that the taxes that you're going to pay is only $5,850. That difference in your favor makes a big deal. That's $900 of a savings in your favor. But what about that $6,000 that you had taken off? Where did that go? It's still yours. It's still your investment. It's still your money. It's still sitting there waiting for you. So The government hasn't touched that. They've taken less taxes off of you because you've taken that and put it into a shelter. $900, that's $75 a month. Now, if you get your taxes deferred at source, which means that you go to your company and you say, hey, I'm taking RRSPs off and I don't want to be taxed at this amount. I want it to be taxed at this amount, a little bit lower. Well, what happens is that means that you get an immediate savings of $75 a month. You could actually take that and put it into the investment and you won't even notice it. So that's another advantage right there. But you're probably asking yourself, what happens with my investment? Because your investment is in that shelter, it's growing, like I said, tax deferred. What if you decided not to do it in a tax deferred type of investment? Let's say you didn't want to go with an RRSP. You put some money into an investment. Let's use the same figure as an example. You put $6,000 in a year, and after a little while it builds up, and all of a sudden you find out you're making a profit. There's growth of $5,000 per year. That's awesome. That's really good. Except that's just increased your income. By increasing your income, your taxes are now $7,580 per year. That's $1,730 more. So that's an awful lot more taxes than you were originally paying. You still have that money, but the government taxed it before you put it into the investment. Then the government taxed the growth. If you put it into an RRSP, they do not tax the investment. That goes straight into your RRSP. They don't tax the growth. That stays in your RRSP. Not taxed right now. Now, when you retire, chances are you're going to need less income. So what's going to happen is you're going to take a little bit of that income out each month to help you so that you can go and do some fun things for your retirement. Maybe you want to get a boat and go fishing. Maybe you want to get an RV and tour the country. Maybe you just want to enjoy life and spoil the grandkids. Either way, you need a little bit of extra money. But because you're taking it out a little bit at a time, you're taxed at a lower rate. If you had growth and there was, let's say, $500,000 there, that's great. You take out that entire $500,000, it's going to hurt. You're going to pay big. The government's going to take an awful big chunk of that. But if you take out a little bit at a time to supplement your income so that you can afford to do some fun things, they tax it at a smaller amount, which means in the end you're going to pay an awful lot less. Now, I am not currently licensed. I am not providing advice. What I'm doing is I'm hoping that I can give you some information on some of the products out there. And if you see a product that you like, maybe you can go and check it out. My suggestion to you, if you like the thoughts of an RRSP, go and talk to a professional. Go and talk to an investor. See if an RRSP is right for you. You may not be able to put $500 a month in. I can guarantee you when I first started investing, I couldn't. But if you start off with $25, it's $25 closer to retirement than you are now. So get out there, check out these products, talk to somebody. If it is for you, get going. I hope it helps you to get to retirement. I hope you have a great retirement. Drop me a message if you have any questions. If you like the information that you got, please leave a comment. If there's anything that you don't understand, leave a comment. I'll get back to you and make sure that you understand it. Now, all of this information is also on a blog that we have. If you go to www.growingoldwithyoulifestyle.com, check out our webpage, check out our blog. There's some information on RRSPs as well as some other things. I hope this helped. Have a great retirement. See you there.